If you are looking for an efficient, tiny language model with vision capabilities, Ministral-3 3 billion instruct could be a safe bet. In this video, we are going to install it locally and I will be testing it out on various benchmarks, plus we will be checking out its vision capabilities. This is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. Please like the video and subscribe and consider becoming a member, as that helps a lot. I already have covered its larger brother, which is Mistral Large 3, which was also released few hours ago, and we saw that how solid that model was. But if you're looking for a local model for edge cases, for edge, not edge cases, edge devices, and for local tasks, I think that this family of Ministral is quite good. In Ministral-3 family, we have 3 billion, 8 billion and 14 billion flavors. Just select whatever your GPU VRAM is. I'm going to go with this 3 billion one. My operating system is Ubuntu. I have one GPU card, NVIDIA RTX A6000 with 48 GB of VRAM, courtesy Massed Compute. If you're looking to rent a GPU or VM or CPU on very affordable price, you can find the link to their website in video's description with a discount coupon code of 50% for a range of GPUs. So please do check them out. Also, please follow me on X, as I regularly update you about AI without any fluff, without any hype. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to use the tool VLLM because they have day 0 support for this model. If you don't know what VLLM is, I already have done a very easy to understand, thorough tutorial as how to get VLLM installed locally with all the prerequisites. So please just go to my channel, search with VLLM or VLLM tutorial and watch this first video. I already have VLLM installed here. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to serve this Ministral 3 billion model with tool use capabilities and also the vision encoder. The model is 3.4 billion parameter in total, and it also comes with 0.4 billion vision encoder. So let's get it downloaded first and serve it. And the model is getting downloaded. The size is just under 5 gig. As it downloads it, let's talk a bit more around this Ministral model and the whole series, as the model looks quite performant. It is designed for edge deployment. It is capable of running on any local hardware, including your web GPU in the browser. It can fit in VRAM of various sizes. They have multiple precisions which you can check out even in quantized format. It is multilingual. You can analyze the images and you can also deal with visual content by using this model. It is also agentic with native function calling and JSON output. Apache 2 license, which is simply really out of this world, which means you can use it, modify it for both commercial and non-commercial purposes. And just 3 billion model, the context window is 256K. So context window is that at any given point in time, the amount of data which this model can handle. And I think for a 3 billion parameter model, it is quite decent and manageable too, by the way. And there are a lot of use cases which you can do with this model, including image captioning, text classification, maybe real-time translation, data extraction, and a lot of other stuff. By the way, they also have a base model. In my opinion, and on the basis of my experience, I think that if you're looking for a base model to fine-tune on your own data, especially for enterprises, this could be a good choice. Okay, let's go back and see what is happening. And the model is downloaded and is being served on our local system. And I have opened another window. Let me quickly show you the VRAM consumption. So the model is right now consuming quite a lot of GPU VRAM, as you can see here, around 45 gig. So, but thankfully it is really fitting onto my GPU. As I said, if you have a lesser VRAM, just go with a quantized version. I'm dealing with a full precision here. Okay, so now next up, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to serve OpenWeb UI on my local system at port 3000 just for a GUI. so that I could play around with this model in my GUI version. Let me open it in the browser. And the model is now loaded into our OpenWeb UI. Let's try it out. So first up, I'm just asking it a logical question with a bit of a math. So the question is, imagine you are at supermarket in front of three fridges full of frozen chicken packets, and then there are three scenarios. Fridge 1 has 80% of stale chicken with a lot of germs on them, but it is the price for one packet is $5. Fridge 2 has 90% of stale chicken and the price of packet is $3, right? And so on. Fridge 3 has 99% of stale chicken and it is $1. So it is more about probabilities. I'm asking the model from which fridge you would pick up the chicken packet as you need to cook chicken tonight for your family. Let's run this to see what model selects. Look at the speed. It's all fully loaded. It hasn't really thought for long and it has given me this answer. Let's check it out together. So it says that it is going to balance the two key factor, quality and cost. And you see in front of you how quick that was. And it has, this is the quality of this model, that it didn't really waste too much time in figuring it out. It went right to the core of the issue, understood it, what it needs to balance, and this is a decision analysis. And look at this table. And then this is the intermediate conclusion that Fridge 3 offers the smallest relative cost. Even though 1% of packets survive, the per unit food risk drops to $100. How good is that? The best action? Stop at Fridge 3 and buy just one packet to teach and check it carefully upon opening before cooking. Quit here to minimize risk to your family. This is good. Just to teach. And it says that the final method is like the extra efficiency. So you can of course disagree with it, but I think that if you look here, it is talking both, like you should focus on prohibiting chances of contamination. It's a very, very well thought out answer. And it says that after analyzing, you increase the safety. So really impressive answer, I would say. Okay, let's open a new chat and I'm going to test out multilinguality. This model normally supports around 12 to 13 languages, most of them European, but I'm going to ask it to translate this sentence into various global languages. Now, if help me out and check out the translation of your language once it is done and let me know what you think about it. Now, when we tried out this prompt with the larger model, which is this large 3.1, the answer was spot on. But I can tell that this model has done good with the languages it supports, mostly European languages, but with other languages, I think it is struggling a bit. You see, for example, with Chinese, it is okay. And then it has also gone with different dialects. Hindi, I'm not really sure, you would have to help me out. And then I'm just going down. You see that it is just for few other languages, it is just hallucinating a bit. I think I know that I'm very hard with the model, but we have to test it out. We have to stretch the limits. So most of it really didn't go anywhere because of the non-supported languages. Remember, just 3 billion model. So European languages, it is fine. Other than that, I don't think so. It has done good. It is still printing, but I think we got the idea. Okay, so I'll just stop it here and then I will go to the next new chat. And in this new chat, let's try to do the language or in multilinguality with the languages model support. So I'm just giving it this scenario where a Spanish speaking customer Carlos is visiting a Japanese restaurant in the US. Maybe I will change yeah, let's go with Japanese, and then there are a few other Spanish, Japanese, American, and there is a waiter who needs to service all of it. And I'm very impressed by the model's targeted approach. And I'll just check the answer. I'm just going to go up just to show you raw. So this is the English one. It has done well. Natural flow with Japanese element, time quickly, and then also for the Hispanic friends. And it is telling us why it works. Some cultural nuances are there, and then Spanish sentence, and it is also talking about some Dutch. Fates check piece. I have no idea what this means, but looks quite good. Okay, so I think there are a few mistakes here and there, but overall, it's not a bad answer, I would say. You see, I love this thing. This is really, really grounded answer. Okay, let's quickly check a small coding problem where I'm asking it to write me a Go program that acts as a simple HTTP server. There you go. Let it finish and we'll quickly review. And the coding looks really good. And because I have just quickly reviewed it and it has output the whole function and it has followed the prompt to the hilt. There is a main function and also a synopsis of code with how to use and some example output with the features. Spot on. Okay, so sorry, let's try out vision capability. So I'm just going to first check out some OCR stuff. It is not really an OCR model. It is mainly for VQA, but we will check the OCR. So I have uploaded this image and I am asking it to extract the text in image and identify the languages used. Now, as you can see, this image contains a lot of languages like Arabic, some German, French, Chinese, Hindi, and few others, and Russian too. And it is talking about that this is French, this is Spanish, and then it is talking about likely a part translated to gist. So it is not an OCR model, but it has tried to extract whatever is there, and it has done a proper job. Some Swedish is there, some Arabic is there, but I will take your advice too if it did the OCR correct for these languages. But more or less, it has done well. As I said, it is not an OCR model, so don't use it for OCR. Let's try to do some image analysis. So I'm going to give it this chart and I'm asking it to analyze and explain this image. All of these images are AI generated by me, and let it first print, and there you go. So this is the image. There is some commercial, transportation, public infra, and some percentages are there, and it has gone in. You see, it has identified. It is, yes, it is distribution of EVs, charging demand, spot on. And then look at the response. It has correctly identified that charging needs in residential area constitute the largest share, which is correct, and yellow does not have public infra. And so analysis is correct, image identification is correct, and it has even broken it down. And then it has told us this analytical depiction. Mitchellis, I'm not sure what is Mitchellis. I have no idea what Mitchellis mean. And so there are few, I think, spelling mistakes here and there, where I think maybe just due to the 3 billion one, it struggles a bit in language at places, as you can see. It is not perfect, so don't use it for hugely complex tasks. For that, maybe go with 14 billion. That will be better. Okay, let's try out one more. Okay, let's end it on a lighter note. So I am just giving it this image AI generated and I'm asking it, why is she holding a banana? So let's see if it can identify a human and then this fruit, and let's see what model comes up with. It says a person is demonstrating a concept that often appears in artistic and marketing context. Holding a ripe banana like this can symbolize several things. Comedy, so you see, and then used to emphasize natural or unconventional choices. Okay, that could be a real double meaning, and then it is health, which is nice. Yep, social commentary. So yeah, and it is saying it is mixed humor and conceptual differentiation. So it has picked up the subtle, implication there, which is quite good. So look, I think very impressive model as you just saw, and now you know how to get it installed. Play around with it. Let me know what do you think. You can also play with it in their AI studio or at Mistral.ai, which is you can just sign up and use it. Again, please follow me on X as it helps for AI updates, of course, and please consider becoming a member of the channel. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for all the support.